All right, parents, all ears on this. We have some great ideas. We know a student's success in the classroom can come from a lot of things, including their stomach and what they eat. We know schedules are hectic. It's really easy, of course, to just grab a bag of chips, throw it in a lunchbox. But there are some easy and healthy snacks that you can send with your kids. So joining us this morning is Ashley Schick with Bashas', who has some great ideas. Even I was like, breakfast for lunch? Kids would love that.
Fun, right?
Yeah.
Adults love that kind of stuff. I love breakfast for dinner. So breakfast for lunch is an easy way to take something that you've made either on the weekend or in the morning for breakfast and just roll it right into lunch.
Perfect. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, let's talk about a little bit of what should be in a lunch to help fuel kids' brains.
So what they need during the middle of the day is healthy carbs and good fats.
Okay.
So things like whole wheat pastas. We've got pasta that's made with veggies. So that's a really great option that incorporates some healthiness and then just with a little bit of marinara. And then good fats, so good things like beans, avocados, even those healthy cheeses. So you can repurpose things even that you've made for dinner or for breakfast and move it on into lunches.
Which is perfect because you said have pasta at night. Kids love, use those leftovers to make the next day lunch.
And kids like to eat with their hands, right?
Sure.
So it gives them the opportunity to just dip things or make their own little mini tacos and a little bit of portion control too.
All right, which is what you've also done with taking breakfast into lunch. These are great ideas too. Let's start with over here.
So here we've got whole wheat pancakes or whole wheat French toast. And instead of the sugary syrups, you can use applesauce or even a little bit of Greek yogurt with some honey and berries to dip into. Okay. So you get those healthy carbs that the kids need to keep them going throughout the rest of the day.
Okay, I have seen my kids actually dip their pancakes with the applesauce and they're like, it all goes to the same place. It tastes good. And I was like, okay, that's a fantastic idea.
And it's an easy way to get a little bit of sweetness without all of those extra added sugars.
We talk about the finger foods. Things like eggs are great snacks and lunches that are healthy.
Absolutely, and that's kind of stuff you can prep ahead of time, especially the egg muffins. We can make a couple of different versions depending on what your kids like. So if you've got like a little bit of cheese, you can sneak some spinach in there. You could also add some healthy meats like a ground turkey or a ground chicken. You can make those ahead of time, set them for the rest of the week, and then you can just grab and go. And then you've got those side beans, which are those really good healthy carbs and fats.
Finding that balance and again making it really easy for parents.
Yeah.
So another idea here are the soaked oats.
Yes.
You've added a little bit of a twist to it.
Yeah, if you've got kiddos that are into the oatmeal, right, you can easily make these ahead of time. Again, a couple of days in advance. You just soak those oats overnight. You don't actually have to make them, which is why we're not using the stove because you don't need it for this particular option. You put some oats in, you use some almond or some coconut or soy milk. And then you can just add all of your toppings in the morning. You can put them in little containers and the kids can dump them into the mason jars. You could also use like a thermos for this as well.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
It's, in case you don't want to send a kid off to school with glass, you can use those thermoses. And I've seen
plastic mason jars too.
Yes, so you've come a long way in the mason jar game.
What I've learned is packaging, making it look appealing and letting the kids get involved with creating it always makes a difference.
Yes.
And real quickly, want to show you this because Lunchables are real popular. Make your own and make it a little fancier, right?
Make your own and incorporate those things like the whole wheats, the fruits, non-nitrate meats. Those are great options.
Perfect. Again, all these great ideas from Bashas that you can grab. Coming up in our 9 o'clock hour, we'll talk about the after-school snacks that are just as important and how you'll want to stay healthy for those. We'll be right back, guys. We've got homework to tackle. The kids have practice. It goes on and on, right? The day is not done after school. So we have Ashley joining us this morning from Bashas'. She spoke to some of the health experts that they use at Bashas' to get some great ideas to make sure kids are getting what they need after school, right?
Absolutely. So the Wellness Council of Arizona is our internal wellness program. And so we've spent a lot of time learning and going through and making sure everything that we're showing you today is health coach approved.
All right. One of the things that I know a lot of kids complain about, I've heard this from parents, my kids have come home, I have a headache or I'm so tired. A lot of it has to do with being dehydrated.
Dehydrated is a huge issue in Arizona, especially now when it's just so hot going back to school and you're getting sort of reacclimated to to our routine. So hydration is absolutely key. And the best thing we could recommend is obviously besides just drinking the standard water is to eat your water.
Okay.
So we're talking frozen fruits coming straight out of the freezer. You've got mangoes, pineapple, watermelon, berries. And at Bash's', we've got a really awesome program. It's a fresh cut fruit program that we just started a couple weeks ago. Every Bash's' does fresh cut fruit. So this is stuff you can just grab and go, and it gives you that extra kick of hydration that you need.
I love that idea. All right, talking about things that you already have in your pantry, but making it maybe more fun for the kids. I love how you've created sort of your own trail mix here using healthy things and the cereals that they already love.
Yeah, cereals that they already love, they're still good for you. And so the best thing I love about this is that it can change as your kids grow, as their palates change. You know, all toddlers, you see kids eating Cheerios all the time. This is just a great way to incorporate all of those things. And then you've got some grab and go really healthy bars that are less sugar, whole wheat, you know, those healthy carbs and healthy fats.
You love these boba ones. I've never heard of them.
They're delicious. They really are. They are kid and adult approved.
Okay, something really easy that you may think, okay, those are toddler foods. Applesauce. It's just regular applesauce, but it's so healthy for them, and it's in a little ready-to-go container.
Grab and go all the way. If you're heading to practice, it's a good way to get an extra boost.
Last but not least, all right, making them feel a little like an adult.
You're fancy. You're a little fancy. Yeah, but the best part is you've got all this stuff, things that you've used for breakfast, for lunches. At the end of the day, you can take it all out, throw it in, make it a lovely charcuterie tray, but it covers all your bases. Whole wheats, fruits,
love it.
Veggies, some hydration, good to go.
All right, so Javi, we're gonna replace your Oreos with some of this, and I think you're good to go. That'll get you until dinner time. So great ideas from Bashas'. We appreciate it, Ashley.
Anytime.